Israel, what's going on?
So the front of the room is all getting remodeled to try to make it wider and taller to support two side-by-side screens. The objective was to have the screens as high as possible so it allows some whiteboard use as well as the screens being in down position. There's a lot of investigative work that they still need to do up above that soffit. They can take the soffit up, but they don't know how high they can do it. They removed the electrical, we removed all the AV, and prep for the demo, and obviously all that is on hold right now. But there's only 6 weeks left, and there's this room and the small room next door that need to be done in the same fashion.
And right now, this room has been ripped apart.
The room is ripped apart.
So all of our equipment that we did have is non-operational.
It's not here.
Oh, it's not here.
All the cabling was backpulled, all the mounts were removed, all the electrical from the front of the room.
So all the equipment's even been removed. Okay.
Well, yeah, all the equipment removed, the racks removed, all their electrical. So there's no electrical in the front of the room right now. So all the conduit and wiring is all gone. They need to.
Well, the conduit's there.
Well, they said that they had at least 40 hours of electrical work in this room to put it back the way it used to be.
40 hours times two electricians.
So 80 hours.
80 hours of work.
So that's what I'm trying to find out, Larry, whether, I mean, physical plant still has to put a lot of work in here. Why put all that work to backpedal?
To go backwards.
Yeah, to go backwards instead of
Toughing it
trying
out.
to go a little bit more, put a little more effort to get a third person or whatever, and then try to continue with the job, even if it's at this point rushed.
In my opinion, I'll move with this one and wait on that one, because that, for our work, would be a lot easier. A physical plant hasn't even touched that room.
See?
And like I said, I mean, to go backwards on this one, 80 hours of their work to backpedal, that's just a waste of time.
And so 1503, is that the one next door? Has
Yeah,
not
but
been
that,
started.
no, that we removed everything on our part. All the AV stuff is removed,
But
but
the
that's just gonna be work on our
Cabling's still
side
there.
and not physical plant.
Okay, because the cabling is still in place, is that correct?
No.
It's not, so you'd have to recable
No,
it?
because they told us to pull everything out.
Oh,
So
geez.
we have to recable, mount the speakers.
So basically, the only makeup work on the room next door would be to install the AV, which is a lot of work, but not twice as much work because physical plant has not begun their demolition process.
Okay.
In here, they did start the demolition process.
Even the screen came down on this one.
There's no screen in here anymore.
Wow.
No switches, no light switches in the front. No
Let's go take a look at the rack.
The other part of the job was to remove the back booth, because there's no need for it. The AV group is not needed anymore. There's no need for any projection equipment from there. Everything is digital and can go to the regular system switcher and the LCD projector in the room. So that just wasted space. And the registrar's office requested to use that and remove it and have additional seats added, which about 10, 15 seats. I'm not sure what they can fit, but so it was funded, and that's part of the project. But then on top of that, what complicated things a little more is that there was some ADA issues in here that need to be addressed, and new fundings were thrown to address those ADA issues. What do you know? Are you familiar with that?
Yeah, this has to be 6 inches from here to here. I don't know why. So, and then that, and then it has to be like this. I guess your hand won't go through. I don't know why. And this too, so they have to fix this somewhere or another.
So it has to be no more than 6 inches or minimum 6 inches?
No more than 6 inches.
Oh, so they can just build the wall out then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or knock this whole thing and make a straight wall, you know.
That's way too complicated.
And then they need to either to remove this tube or something like that in case you have to put a wheelchair
Up front.
up front and at least go in and come out. It's this on the way.
Okay.
So that on this side and that side. So same deal with this on both sides.
So I think that's what sort of complicated the project more, because as it is, they were pushing to get it done, and then the booth, and then this right here, just complicated the whole project, and they felt there was way too much for them to handle at once.
And I think Scott mentioned too that I think they were gonna do the seats. They were looking for fundings for the seats or something like that. Or they got fundings.
But that'd be too soon to do them right now. They can do them. Wow.
Like Christmas break or
Christmas break.
next summer.
Okay.
This is 1503, same thing with the soffit up front?
The software was gonna be gone. I was gonna raise the room, make it wider up front to allow for 2 side-by-side projection screens, and the screens being as high as possible to allow some writing surface, the whiteboard space.
How are they gonna make the room wider?
By removing the side walls that are angled in.
Oh, they can? They can do that?
Yeah.
Yeah. These
God, they
walls
could
are
reframe the
very-
doors and
If you
everything,
see
huh?
if you see the arrows, that's what we're gonna knock down.
So from here on, it's gonna be straight, same thing over there, straight. And that would add about 5 feet to each side of the room.
Now, I think what we're gonna need telecom work to pull out the
So this wall would come out right here, okay, where
And
these
just
arrows
be,
are.
and be parallel with the side wall, the room wall.
Gotcha.
Then at that point, the whole stage area would be about 8 to 10 feet wider than what it is right now. And that'll be enough to support 2 screens side by side, hopefully another 4 feet higher than what it is right now, to allow for some writing space.
not only for that, to avoid having the image on.
Oh, and the image, and faculty space. On top of that, we're gonna remove the projection booth, add some more seating in the back, redo the network. So what was done for this room is, so far what's been done is the multimedia team has removed all the AV, backpulled all the cabling,
Mhm.
removed the projector, moved the surround sound system that was in here, all the speakers from the walls, waiting for physical plan.
And the
The physical
wireless
plan hasn't,
devices. The wireless devices.
and the wireless network was removed from here, the APs. At this point, it was just waiting for physical plan to come in and do their demolition, and they haven't.
And this booth is gonna come out along with the sidewalls, huh?
That booth is gonna come out as long as the front of room sidewalls,
Okay, that's the demolition and change to the room.
But none of the demolition's been done, which means this room can be put to get back together, somewhat easier than the room next door. The room next door already has a lot of work that's been done.
So 1501 next door, 1503 is where we are right now.
Correct. And 1503 requires some support from physical plan to reinstall the AV, mostly work in hours by the multimedia team to install the projector, re-pull a new cable, and put the rack and the gear back in the front closet. The screen is still in place, but the room next door, 1501, has no screen, has no electrical, has no room lights except for the emergency lights. So everything will need to be rewired back in place next door. So the hope is that if there's an opportunity to continue with the project, at the very least, that room, 1501, is continuous with what the original plan was, even if this one is not done until a future date.
Okay,
That's the hope.
got it.